I'm Rick Kahler. Thanks for joining me. For our ancestors, even as recently as the 19th century in many places, survival skills were hands-on. If you didn't know how to build a house, farm, hunt, butcher animals, sew, cook, you couldn't provide well for yourself or your family. Money skills? They were largely worthless. But it's completely different today. Providing for yourself and your family requires knowing how to earn money, how to spend wisely, how to save for future needs, protect your assets, maintain good credit, and build an emergency fund. And more importantly, you need to be able to apply these skills. Knowledge isn't enough. As critical as money skills are, if actions are more important than words, then it's clear that we don't value those skills. While requirements to graduate from high school differ from state to state, it's pretty common that courses in English, math, science, social studies, the arts, and a foreign language are necessary to graduate. A course in personal finance? That's rarely required. A young adult who graduates with good English and math skills, a knowledge of history, a grounding in science, and some fluency in French, as I was, is still not equipped with the money skills needed to survive in our modern society. Now, there are some states, like South Dakota, who do require a half-year course in either personal finance or economics to graduate from high school. Unfortunately, there is no requirement that they choose personal finance. Now, I don't know how much you know about economics, but there's a laughable difference between personal finance and economics. Economics isn't something that's even understood by the economists. A course in economics might be good for your favorite late night discussion at a pub, but it doesn't come close to equipping you with critical financial life skills. Ironically, there is one instance where a course on personal finance is required after a person files for bankruptcy and before it's discharged. Bonnie Spain, the executive director of the Rushmore Consumer Credit Resource Center in Rapid City, said, while the requirement has good intentions, the education is far too late. I think that is intuitively obvious. Despite the importance of knowledge in personal finance, it's only half the equation when it comes to developing money skills. The other half is the ability to apply the knowledge. If personal financial knowledge isn't put to action, what's the point in knowing it, right? In my experience, one of the most common reasons a person doesn't apply financial knowledge is because of emotional obstacles. Some of these include familial and cultural beliefs around money, and they can actually thwart a person's ability to apply even the best training in money skills. So helping students increase their financial knowledge is definitely a start, but it isn't enough. This was confirmed for me when I heard a talk by Louis Barajas. He's a CFP and a financial planner, author, whose real passion and focus is on helping people get out of poverty. He said, all the financial literacy in the world is not going to help the poor. Now that was pretty startling, pretty shocking to me. He described some of the unconscious cultural beliefs, which I would call money scripts, that keep people from breaking out of poverty. Here's just a few of them. a sense of fatalism, that this is just how things will be. A group dynamic where anyone who reaches too much success is pulled back down into the community's financial comfort zone. A victim mentality of blaming and feeling powerless to change. An assumption that working for someone else is the only option. And finally, relying for financial advice on the wealthiest or most successful person in the neighborhood without the knowledge to evaluate the validity of that person's advice. It's easier to teach personal financial knowledge than to address a person's emotional and cultural money scripts. If we are to equip people with 21st century money skills, it's really crucial that we address both the knowledge and the emotions. Thanks for listening.